Hello bachcho, how are you? In today's video, we have to learn when a two straight line intersect by a transversal, what is the relation between the various angles. In previous lecture, we have to learn what is the line, what is the angle, what when two line intersect to each other, what is the relation between their vertical opposite angle, and related to this we have to solve our exercise 6.1. Today's we have to learn when a two line intersected by a transversal. Now condition is that these two lines are parallel or intersecting. When they are intersecting, then what happened when the transversal intersect to each other? If these lines are parallel, then what is the relation between various angle intersected by transversal to these intersecting line and parallel line? Let us proceed. So let us start. See, when a straight line intersect two or more coplanar line at a distinct point, you see that here is a three situation. One situation is that this M and N are parallel to each other. These two lines are parallel to each other, and this L is a transversal. So first of all, what is transversal? When we say that a line is a transversal, so a straight line is said to be transversal if it is intersect two or more than two lines lie on a same plane. That is known as coplanar lines. Coplanar line means when two lines lie on the same plane. So here is this L is a transversal. Here we observe that M and N are not parallel. This is intersected by this. So here is this is a transversal, and here M and N intersect at this point, and this is a transversal. So this is the first situation. Again see, now see, in this figure you observe that this line M and this is a N and this is a transversal. This transversal intersect M and N at point P and point Q. Let us suppose that these angles are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Now what we have to call, so name of these angle. First of all, learn what is the name of, we have to learn what is the name of these angle. So we observe that for each point, four angles are surrounded. That's angle P surrounded by four angles. This point P surrounded by 5, 6, 7, 8. And also we observe that 1, 2, 8, 7, this is exterior angle. 3, 4, 5, 8, this is the interior angle because they lie inside the line, etc. So from this figure we conclude that the exterior angle is 1, 2, 8, 7, interior angle is 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now we have to learn what is the corresponding angle. When we say that it is a corresponding angle, so for corresponding angle we see that this line M and this line N intersected by transversal at point P and Q. So pair of angle 2 and this 6 is known as corresponding angle. 3 and 7 is known as corresponding angle. 1 and 5 known as corresponding angle. 4 and 8 known as corresponding angle. So these are the pair of corresponding angle. What? 1, 5, 4, 8, 2, 6, 6. After this, we have to learn the alternate interior angle. Alternate. What do you mean by alter? Alter means when the angle line on two sides of a transversal. So this is the transversal line. This is the transversal line, and angle 4 and angle 6 they lie on opposite side of an alternate. This is the known as alternate angle. 3 and 6 is the alternate angle. 4 and 6 is alternate angle, 3 and 5 is also alternate angle. After this one, we also observe that कि this is the line M, this is the line N, it is intersected by L. Okay, so we see that angle 3 and angle 6, they lie on the same side of a transversal and between these M and N. So what we have to say, these two angles. Okay, and again we observe that angle 4 and angle 5, they also lie on same side of a transversal. So this is known as angle on the same side of a transversal and between two line. Okay, so interior angle on same side of a transversal. So these are the two pairs. Now again see this. Actually there is some special name for this one. What is the special name? Say this. The interior angle on the same side of a transversal are also referred to as a, this is known as consecutive interior angle, means one after the other, 4, 5, 5, 6. And another, it is also known as interior angle, or this is also known as allied angle or co-interior angle. Co-interior, co means two. Then alternate interior angles are usually referred to alternate angle. Sometimes we can alternate interior angle, or in short we can say that it is alternate angle. Okay, till now you have no. In previous article we learned that when a line, transversal line, intersect two non-parallel line, so we have to learn different type of angles. Now question is that when two parallel line intersected by a transversal, then what is the relation between various angle, as we study corresponding angle, anterior angle, alternate angle, etc. Okay, so let us see. So we see that here line M is parallel to line N. This is a parallel to a transversal L intersect M and N at these 2 points. So each pair of, so what happened if we measure angle 2 and angle C with the help of, okay, if we measure angle 2 and angle 6, what we observe? We observe that angle 2 is equal to angle 6. If we measure angle 3 is equal to angle 7, we see that 3 is equal to 7. Again, if we measure angle 1 and angle 5, 1 is equal to 5. Again we measure 4 and 8, we observe that it is a 6. If we measure 4 and 6, it is also same, and we know that 1 is equal to 3, it is a vertically opposite angle. 2 is equal to 4, it is a vertically opposite angle. 5 is equal to 6, as we study in previous exercise, and 8 is equal to 6, it is a vertically opposite angle. So what we have to learn from this one? First, each pair of a corresponding angles are equal. That is 2 is equal to 6, 3 is equal to 7, 1 is equal to 5, 8 is equal to 4. Clear? So from the above discussion, we have concluded an axiom. That axiom as refer as your 6.3. And what is this axiom? We have to learn it. If a transversal intersect two parallel lines, then each pair of a corresponding angles are equal. So what is the axiom 4.3? Axiom 4.3 is that a transversal intersect two parallel lines. What is the conclusion? When a transversal intersect two parallel lines, the pair of a corresponding angles are equal. The converse of axiom 4.3 is also true. See what is this? Converse is that a transversal intersect two lines such that pair of corresponding angles are equal, then the two lines are parallel. It means, see this, if suppose that M is not parallel to N, but a transversal, this L intersect M and N in such a way that this angle 2 is equal to angle 6, or angle 3 is equal to angle 7, angle 4 is equal to angle 8, angle 1 is equal to any pair, any corresponding pair is equal, so we can say that M is equal to N. Now we have to prove this theorem. We have to prove this theorem, say this, by an activity. What is the activity? To prove the converse of this axiom 4.3. let us check the validity of converse of axiom 4.3. Suppose that here we have a line AD. Okay, if we take 2 point B and C, make an angle ABQ and another angle BCS, both are equal as shown in the figure. If we produce this B, this up to P and this C up to R, so we observe that the line PQ and line RS intersected by this transversal AD at point B and C, and from the construction we observe that this angle is equal to this angle, and this is nothing but it is a pair of a corresponding angle. It means when a transversal intersect two lines in such a way that pair of a corresponding angles are equal, then these two lines are parallel, this one. Okay, so we have to learn this axiom also. What is the axiom? Say this: if a transversal intersect two lines such that pair of a corresponding angles are equal, then the two lines are parallel to each other. By using corresponding angle axiom and its converse, we have to prove many useful theorem, which is very useful to solve next exercise. Okay, so we have to learn two axiom, axiom 6.3 and axiom 6.4. Now we have to prove some theorem with the help of these two axioms. Okay, let us see our next question. Our next question, that is theorem: if a transversal intersect two parallel lines, then each pair of a alternate interior angle are equal. We know everything, but we have to prove one by one. Till now, what we have to learn? We learn that if two parallel lines intersected by any transversals, pair of corresponding angles are equal. Okay, so here what is the theorem? If a transversal intersect two parallel lines, then we have to show that pair of alternate angles are equal. Okay, pair of alternate angles are equal. So a line L intersect two parallel line AB and CD at point P and Q. We name the angle as shown: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, etc. Okay, so what we have to prove? We have to prove pair of alternate angle. Alternate angle means angle 4 is equal to angle 6, angle 3 is equal to angle 4. Okay, so given is proof. Now proof, since we know that, since we have to prove that 4 is equal to 6, 4 is equal to 6, so we see that 4 is equal to 2. This is a vertically opposite angle. Angle 2 is equal to 6. It is a corresponding angle as we learn by axiom. So from these two, we say that 4 is equal to 2, 2 is equal to 6, angle 4 is equal to 6. This first part is proved. Now to prove that 3 is equal to 5, so we see that angle 3 is equal to 1. It is a vertically opposite angle. Angle 1 is equal to 5. It is a corresponding angle. This is axiom. Okay, so from these two equations, we see that angle 3 is equal to 5. So hence angle 4 is equal to 6 and angle 3 is equal to angle 5. When we are solving the question, simply when two parallel lines are given, if a transversal intersect to each other, then pair of alternate angles, this angle is equal to this angle and this angle is equal to this angle, always equal. Okay, next, our next theorem 6.3. What is the statement of this theorem? If a transversal intersect two lines such that pair of alternate interior angles is equal, then these two lines are parallel. So what is given? A line L intersect two line AB and CD at point P and Q. Let name of various angle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, no problem. So what we have to prove, what is given? So we have given that a pair of a alternate angle. What is given? Pair of a alternate angle. So angle 4 is equal to 6 is given, and we know that to prove that any straight line is a parallel, if we prove that pair of a corresponding angles are equal, so 4 is equal to 6 is given. So how do you show that this line AB is parallel to CD? So say this angle 4 is equal to 6, it is a given, and we observe that angle 4 is equal to angle 2, it is a vertically opposite angle. So from these two, 4 is equal to 6, 4 is equal to 2, so 6 is equal to 2. So we see that this 2 and angle 6, this line AB and line CD intersected by this transversal L in such a way that at point P and Q, pair of corresponding angle 2 and 6 are equal. So this straight line AB is parallel to CD. So what you have to learn means to prove that two lines are parallel, if we show that pair of corresponding angles are equal, so then this line is equal to parallel to this line. Okay. Theorem number 6.4. What is say? If a transversal intersected two parallel lines, then each pair of a interior angle on the same side of a transversal is supplementary. To see that here is a line AB and CD, these are the parallel lines. It is intersected by transversal line L at point P and Q. Name of the angle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 as right in previous. Okay. So we have to prove that, what we have to prove that each pair of interior angle. Interior angle means this angle 4, angle 5, and here is a 3 and this 6. So we have to prove that 4 plus 5 is equal to 180 degree, 3 plus 6 is equal to 180 degree. Now how do you show that 5, 6 is equal to 180 degree, 4 and 5 is equal to 180 degree, or 3 and 6 is equal to 180 degree? Think first of all. So since we know in axiom 6.1, if a ray stand on a line, sum of a two adjacent angle is equal to 180 degree. So see, we observe that this ray PA stand on line L. So 1 plus 4 is equal to 180 degree. This is our linear pair axiom. But we don't know that angle 1 is equal to angle 5. Since we have to show that 4 plus 5 is equal to 180, so we see that 1 plus 4 is equal to 180 degree, and we know that angle 1 is equal to angle 5. It is a corresponding angle. So from these two equations, in place of this one we have to write, so angle 5 plus 4 is equal to 180 degree. Now to prove that angle 3 plus 6 is equal to 180 degree, so we see that a ray PB stand on line L. So 2 plus 3 is equal to 180 degree by linear pair axiom. But angle 2 is equal to angle 6. This is a corresponding angle. Okay. So in place of this 2, we have to write 6. So 6 plus 3 is equal to 180 degree. So we have conclude कि if two parallel line intersected by a transversal, so pair of the sum of interior angle on same side of a transversal, that is, this is the transversal, so sum of this angle plus this angle is 180, and this plus this is equal to 180 degree. Okay. Now next theorem is 6.5. See what is this? If a transversal intersect two lines such that pair of interior angles on the same side of a transversal is supplementary, it is a converse of 6.4. So then we have to prove that this line is parallel to this one. So first of all we have to prove, and after it we conclude some theorems. To prove that two parallel lines are equal, what condition we are using while solving the problem. So see, so here is a line AB and CD intersected by transversal L at point P and Q, angle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, etc. So what we have to prove? We have to prove that AB is parallel to CD. So to prove that AB is equal to parallel to CD, so we can use anything, corresponding angle, alternate angle. So here we see that ray PA stand on line L. So angle 1 plus angle 4 is equal to 180 degree. This is a linear pair axiom. But according to question, it is a given that angle, sum of an angle on the same side of a transversal 4 plus 5 is equal to 180 degree given. So we see that the right hand side of this equation and this equation is equal to 180 degree. So their left hand side is also equal. So this cancel by this one. So here is the angle 1 is equal to 5. So angle 1 is equal to 5, and we see that this angle 1 and angle 5, these are the pair of corresponding angle, because line AB and line CD intersected by transversal L in such a way that pair of corresponding angles 1 is equal to 5. That's why AB is parallel to CD. Okay, thank you. In next lecture we have to solve some theorems and then examples.